Someone once said that, well, about a day keeps the doctor away. As today, it's going to be Echo Isles with TeD versus ToD here on day 14. It's going to be quite interesting because ToD will be coming out as humans, which is really a standard up for the Frenchman. And, well, we got TeD on the other side. And TeD and ToD, well, naming conventions and everything, you know how it goes in gaming. So we'll be starting out here on Echo Isles. Both players starting off quite nicely. Ultra Darkness on TeD's side, as we have the Ultra Kings coming out for ToD. Echo Isles, quite simple. You got Marketplace at the top, you got the Tavern in the middle, and of course the shop in the bottom. The shop will be rather important to sell off your items. You got this single expansion, which both sides have, by the way, and that will be the main focus if the game gets to the late stages. Whether or not that is the case, we shall see. But we shall see whether or not anything interesting will happen. Let's see, Crypt coming out, Ultra Darkness as well. I'm going to expect the Death Knight to come out for TeD, and if not, then maybe a Lich. We'll see whether or not this is the case. As Ultra Kings comes up, and we're going to have a Mountain King. First hero for ToD is going to be a Mountain King. First time I've seen something like that happen. As both players continue on. Mountain King can tank quite a lot of damage. Barracks as well, coming out with a Footman. So this could be meaning that ToD could focus on mostly on surrounds, but we'll see anything like that will happen. Farm coming out. We'll be able to scout any forces that TeD sends in. As a Necropolis is already up. TeD is moving an early Necropolis at the bottom. A very, very interesting move right there. That Necropolis is going to be very important. It's going to probably be used as a staging area for TeD to move his units up towards the town of ToD, especially because it's so close to the Goblin Merchant. We'll be able to use it as a staging post to get his gold up. We got a Death Knight on the field. As TeD did go for that class, but we shall see whether or not this surprise Necropolis will come into play later on. A couple more footmen coming in, as well as a whole bunch of militia to back up this Mountain King, and you'll be able to build up quite early. As TeD, so far, does not know that ToD has a Mountain King on the field. And he probably predicted that ToD will go for the Death Knight, but we shall see. He's probably expecting an Archmage or something akin to that. I know he's not. He's managed to scout it out. A Mountain King, so now he knows exactly what to do. As we shall see what he's going to do. Probably something ranged. I wouldn't surprise if that is the case. As the Necropolis is almost up. And as soon as that comes up, then the Blight will expand on the ground. And the buildings will be able to be constructed. This Acolyte is on standby just in case. Just around the corner to make sure that that will go up really, really quickly as soon as he needs to. Death Knight only managed to get one kill. Took down one of the
player's forces are under attack.
Took down one of the militia, I believe, and he does take down one of the neutral creatures, so that he can use his rod of necromancy to get that up going. Here we go. Expansion is up, as the Acolyte will most likely move in now to start building. As, these skeletal warriors are coming out already. A lot of ghouls moving out as well. We shall see how this is going to work, because this is a fairly interesting setup. I've seen something like this before, and it involved a whole bunch of Nerubian towers that were being spammed. But I believe that was on this side rather than down here. So it's an interesting move. This Necropolis does mean that ToD could have a difficult time trying to get to the creeps on this side. This gold mine is being hunted. The Circuit of Nobility is on there. And there we go. Ziggurats are coming up. So Nerubian towers will be being built rather shortly. The Death Knight is standing around. He's gone for Unholy Aura, so any troops that he fields will be able to go up in speed as well as strength. Ooh, he needs to watch out that ToD does not get that ToD does not scout out the expansion. The Death Knight just try to get some more damage in. Oh, we got a second expansion coming up with towers everywhere. As ToD tries an expansion of his own and needs to get that out of the picture. Peasants could be going down. Need to start raging in towards these peasants. All right, that's one down. Second one is going down as well. The Mountain King does not want anything like that. He needs to get this expansion up. These towers are still no problem. Militia are on the field, and we've got Shadow Priest as well. Trying to get a little more damage in. Death Coil coming in. That's that one out of the count. As the Ghoul does go down, but this expansion is a problem. Even though because the peasants are gone, they won't be able to build it. There we go. Peasants are on standby.
A player's forces
I need to
are
continue
under
to
attack.
build. The Nerubian towers are up, and a crypt is coming out. Looks like TeD is going to use this area as his well, the zone of operations, and he still hasn't been scouted yet. Mountain King coming in. Ooh, we will be able to scout that. He will be knowing that there's blight in the ground there. Let's see whether or not ToD can actually see it. ToD does know that it's there. And there we go. Mountain King coming in from behind. And Nerubian Tower. Ooh, surround. Ooh, do we have a surround there? Ooh, almost. No. Oh, could be. No, won't happen. There's, the expansion is still in a little bit of trouble. Another Ghoul is coming out for TeD.
A player's forces are under
He
attack.
is trying to get more troops from his necropolis. His expansion from ToD is almost done. These towers are on standby. We'll see whether or not he can do anything with that. Necropolis. Oh, he's leveling up. Halls of the Dead are coming out. We could be looking at obsidian statues from TeD somewhere in the very near future. As he needs to continue to build this up. This Circle of Mobility would be help out as well. Just +2 to strength, agility, and intelligence. Just not picking that up. And even if he didn't want to use it, he could just use that as a buffer. Maybe he's building a. Maybe he's just saving it for a later Lich or something along those lines. We'll see whether or not he will. A little bit preoccupied at the moment, anyway, with this Mountain King, just running around. The Nerubian Tower still up. This expansion is almost up as well. Both players going for a fairly quick expansion. As another graveyard comes up in the bottom. There's a Nerubian Tower there as well, so looks like TeD is going for full defense. Ooh, that Shadow Patrol is almost done as well. And the Death Knight right now could use an orb of lightning to get these range attacks, which would be nice. And as well as that additional damage. We'll see whether or not he'll get one later on. Ooh, Death Coil coming in. There we go. That's one of the Shadow Priests out of the out of the field. More damage coming in. Ooh, well, Shadow Priest for gold. For Ghoul, my apologies. Death Knight is almost a level 3.
Our forces are under attack.
The Mountain King himself is a level 4. He's leveling up quite nicely, and the Death Knight goes for level 3 himself now as well. Managed to get the creeps going, and the Death Knight could be in a little bit of trouble. Arcane Vault being built, and looks like ToD is going to use this area as his his base of operations, leaving his base for what it is, putting a couple more arcane towers or scout towers up. And are we going to see another hero on the field yet? No, I just said Halls of the Dead are still coming up. There's Unholy Aura still on the Death Knight. And we'll be able to run his troops around the field quite quickly. Back towards the Blight. Heal up your ghouls. TeD does so. Good man.
Upgrade complete.
Guard tower is up at the bottom now. 2 guard towers next to each other. Fairly a lot of damage right there. As TeD could have some trouble engaging. We got a second hero for TeD. Brewmaster on the map. We're going for Fireball. One more. Nice one. Takes down another of these Shadow Priests. And the Mountain King is surrounded. TP coming in from the Mountain King. He probably will need to. Ooh, but he managed to break the surround. A little bit unlucky there. TeD was. Ooh, can we see another surround now again? Not gonna happen. Mountain King is still playing around. He knows that Brewmaster could be in a lot of trouble, and he should not put his troops too clustered together. As we have gargoyles on the map. Gargoyles are on the field, and that looks like TeD is going for ranged units, and it's going to be problematic. That's going to be problematic for the Mountain King to counter. As I say that, the Gargoyle does go down. The Black Citadel is coming up. Tier 3 for TeD, as he's building more ziggurats and more gargoyles. And he's got effectively has 3 expansions going for him. More crypts, and really interesting. He needs to level up his Brewmaster. Get more damage on that. Oh, there's creeps right there. Just go for them.
Upgrade job's done.
Let's see, more towers coming up in the bays of ToD. Go for improved masonry, as well as a blacksmith is coming out.
Job's done.
Right now, I'm just looking around the map. There's not much going on right now. A little bit of a boring spell going on inside the game.
Our forces are under attack.
The Mountain King does try to skill up for himself a little bit. He is level 4.
Upgrade complete.
And we'll continue to creep up through the ranks of these Murlocs. There's a couple more creep camps around the map. Nothing really strong though. Well, we have this Ogre Magi. I really expected them to go for that a little bit sooner though, considering it's a lot of XP right there. More gargoyles on the field. They'll be going for it. These guard towers are being built. Gargoyles 1, 2, more towers in the back being pulled up as soon as they possibly can. There's another tower there. Guard tower is almost up. And it's being cancelled. Okay, one more. Scout tower, 2 more guard towers on the side. Healing coming in. Unholy aura does a lot of damage. It really helps out the troops of TeD. And Pandaren Brewmaster could be in a little bit of trouble. A little bit of damage there still. Yeah, here, Pandaren Brewmaster does go down. And the Mountain King manages to take him down. These gargoyles are still on the field. They're trying to take these towers down. Peasants are really trying to build up. The gargoyles go back on the field as his attack really did not go too well. Second hero is on the map for ToD. Paladin did not see him just yet. We'll see whether or not he can do anything with that. But first is Undead, a very strong class.
Job's done. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Oh, I need to sneeze there. And the Paladin still's got this base under control. More towers coming up. A couple of Irish towers. There's a rifleman on the field now for ToD.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, excuse me. I'm not quite sure what's happening with me. Workshops being fielded on the front line, so we could be looking at some tanks coming out from ToD. And he's gone for full barracks as well, and knights being fielded. So we shall see whether or not they will be able to counter the hordes of the undead from TeD. Possibly tanks combined with knights versus gargoyles. Oh, the acolytes are in a little bit of trouble there. TP coming in. What is that? There we go. The Mountain King tried to go after the acolytes. Did not help very much. As the Paladin really needs to heal up level up as well. Could be going after these Murlocs just to get a little bit more XP on him. And there we go. Staff of Sanctuary. It's got a healing light. And this Ivory Tower. Oh, hello. I was just waiting for the Knights to come in. And we'll be able to level up rather shortly. Going to level 2. We'll get back to him as soon as he hits level 2 and something more interesting goes on with him. Circle of Nobility. Did that Circle of Nobility ever get picked up? Yeah, it did. Okay, let's see what TeD is up to. Going for more creeping. Finally going after the Ogre Magi. Dust of Appearance, Invulnerability Potion will be very good later on. And Rod of Necromancy on the Panda.
Upgrade
There's more creeping going on. It looks like the Death Knight is almost about to level up to level 4. There we go, level 4 on the Death Knight. And the Brewmaster is almost level 3. So currently, ToD is ahead level-wise. His Mountain King is level 5.
Summoning is complete.
And his Paladin is level 2. And he's summoning some stuff up. What is he doing? Sacrificial pit. So we'll see. Getting a couple shades out there. He needs to know what's going on. And we have siege engines on the map. Tanks have been fielded, as predicted, as well as flying machines. That'll be an interesting counter for TeD to come up with.
Our forces are under attack.
Being animal war training for the knights being researched right now. As, so far, TeD that has not been playing so well so far. He's only managed to get 28 of food worth was killed, and well, ToD himself is at 53 right now. He's doing fairly nice. We got a Dreadlord on the field now as well. A 3-hero stack by ToD. By TeD, my apologies. He's going for a full gargoyle build. That'll be interesting to do with those flying machines. And I don't think he's scouted those out just yet. Especially with these workshops there. More knights coming out for ToD. We got stone form on the gargoyles, so you'll be able to heal those back up. A vampiric aura from the Dreadlord coming in as well. And I'm surprised that he didn't go for a Lich, actually. That's really the combination that you'd see for Undead. A Lich combined with a Death Knight is a very, very powerful combination.
Research complete.
But he opted not to go for it. Dreadlord will be trying to level up through this one.
Forces are under attack.
Gargantuan Sea Turtle will be primed. These gargoyles do the job fairly well. Oh, we got this... the Mountain King once again trying to drop in towards the back of the base of TeD. Trying to go after the Acolytes. Needs to micro them out of there. That's really just to interrupt his gold mine operations. Currently he's got 3,600 left in the gold mine. I believe the Dreadlord managed to level up. Where is he? Yeah, level 3. So he's doing quite nicely so far. As, the Mountain King is in place. He's getting a little bit attacked. Sitting in the back of the base. Still getting a lot of damage on him. Ooh, TP is there, and he calls it in. There we go. Too many gargoyles there. And you also know that the Dreadlord is on the field, so we'll have to think about countering that as well. Expansion-wise, this expansion is doing quite nice, as well as the siege engine is still in place. And that will be great versus towers. But look at all those gargoyles. Maximum level damage, as well as range, as well as melee. Death Coil coming in on the Paladin. Yeah, he's going for a Divine Shield. Ooh, what was that? Just no more Acolyte, nothing really interesting. More Acolytes coming out. Let's see what he's building. Boneyard coming out. Improved Creature Carapace, so he's completely focusing right now on top of the gargoyles. Look at those gargoyles. There's so many of them. As improved Creature Carapace is up. And here we go. TeD is going to try to finish this off. There we go. Fireball coming in from the Panda. One of the riflemen did go down. Operation successful. 1 unit off the field. And for those people that are wondering, well, it's only 1 unit. Well, that's experience right there. That'll stack on top of the heroes. And there's nothing more important in this game than experience. Aside from winning, that is. The Paladin is now level 3, and the Mountain King's level 5. He's got Staff of TP, and he still has a scroll of Town Portal. The Paladin has got Staff of Sanctuary. Gold-wise, ToD, let me just get this straight. He's got 2,500 gold and 884 lumber. He can practically build himself a gold-plated fortress if he really wanted to. These gargoyles are absolutely making minced meat out of the creeps over here, and he's going to go after more creeps. Trying to level up his units as much as he possibly can. Just continue to get these creeps out of there. That's another one down. Get these items out in the field. TeD has got about 400 or 500 gold right now himself. Needs to continue to move out. Get more creeps going for him. I think there's no more creeps on the field, actually, as ToD does have high upkeep going for him. Look at all those tanks. Smash siege engines. Flying Machine will go versus the versus the gargoyles. He has scouted them out. That's right. TeD knows the siege engines are on the map and need to counter them rather shortly. As TeD, being quite reluctant to engage, continues to build up.
Upgrade complete.
Continues to build up these gargoyles, and ToD on the other side is trying to minimize the use of peasants that he's going to need, and he's just building more and more siege engines.
Complete.
When in doubt, build more towers. When in more doubt, build siege engines, especially when there's about 8 on the field.
Research complete.
So much damage right there. All right, this could be it right here.
Our gold mine is nearly empty.
Yeah, the knights are moving out. No, they will be moving them out as well. Obsidian statue's still there. As the troops of TeD continue to move around with this mass of gargoyles, just going back and forth, trying to find a weak spot in ToD's range, and we have a frostworm on the field. Are we going to see more of that? More frostworms. Boneyard, sacrificial pit. Nothing really interesting so far. As the troops do continue to roll out, and both players are playing it quite boring at the moment, but there's a good reason for that. They're just feeling each other out, see what they can do. Which in itself is a fairly good move, but look at all these troops. It's just a polar opposite right there. We got the siege engines on one side, and we got a proverbial crap ton of gargoyles on the other. It's quite ridiculous.
Upgrade complete. ToD, stand ready.
Flying machine is out in the field now as well, just scouting out what's going on. Gargoyles are going to try to engage. They're chasing, but could it just be bait? Ooh, needs to wait out a little bit, as the flying machine can outrange them. Dreadlord trying to move in. He's got Skull of Corruption, so he will be able to attack with air and slow down a said unit. But both players, once again, taking it slowly. Just going around the map. TeD currently is at a fair disadvantage. He's got 31 foods worth of kills on his side,
Research complete.
while ToD's got 60 kills of food worth on his. And neither player really has an advantage, or they would have attacked a long time ago. Siege engine moving forward. And look at those knights. It's just look at that. That's just 15 knights. Just sitting in. Looks like TeD is gonna go find himself a whole bunch of siege engines in his backyard rather shortly. Still not being scouted out, as the gargoyles sit happily in the base with the frostworm in place. Frostworm will be able to slow down the units.
Gold mine has collapsed.
The gold mine does go down.
Is complete.
And here we go. The knights are in place. Gargoyles are just around the corner. We have that obsidian statue. We'll be able to heal out most of their units. They're being, holy crap! The entire base is being unsummoned. That's an interesting move. The entire base of TeD is being unsummoned as we speak. There we go. Black Citadel, crypts all going down, and that's an interesting move right there. Even the Ultra Darkness is being unsummoned, and he's being rebuilt at the bottom. That was been a WTF moment right there for ToD. It's like, I'll just go kill your base now. Oh, it's not there anymore. That's a little bit of a shame. As siege engines now make their way to the south. The north shall rise again. In this case, well, originally it would be the south in that particular moment, but we'll still see whether or not that is the case. Another shade coming out.
Upgrade complete.
As the engagement is underway. Fire breath from the Brewmaster. No, not just yet. Siege engines are engaging. Here we go. The final battle could be going underway. Another frostworm is coming out.
Upgrade complete.
The bee wagon is being primed. Oh, look at all that damage! Holy crap! So much damage coming in towards these gargoyles. That air attack from these siege engines is absolutely ridiculous. More missiles coming out. One gargoyle is down. The entire sky consists of explosions. It's like Berlin and at the end of the first attacks on said city during WW2. All needs to get the healing done as well. The Obsidian statue is trying to heal as much as he possibly can. The Death Knight himself is a little bit low as these siege engines doing the damage. The Frostworm needs to get more damage in towards said machines, but it looks like these siege engines are not going down very, very quickly. So much damage being put out by these siege engines as these gargoyles are getting so much damage out, and the knights are doing the rest. Death Knight does try to get out. The focus is now on the siege engines. All the missiles are in the air now. One siege engine is still not down. And look at that carnage on the ground. The siege engine could go down. Frostworm is still trying to slow them down, but the fire is still going in there. Breath of fire from the Brewmaster as well. Level up on towards the Death Knight. They'll make that the Panda. And trying to get out of there. Oh, they're all low. All the gargoyles are really, really low. I don't see TeD getting out of this alive. He needs to backtrack. Stoneform on towards his gargoyles, trying to heal them up as fast as they can. Siege engines going around, trying to get as much damage on towards the buildings as they possibly can. Ooh, this one's a little bit low. The Nerubian and the Spirit Tower is getting the damage done. This one will go down. That's one down. Avatar is also now on the field from ToD. Frostworm is in a little bit of trouble. The Death Knight could be going down. 150, 60 health on the remaining. Avatar finding himself in the field. There we go, TP coming in, and he will be getting out of there towards the other expansion. But his base is toast, as ToD has managed to win this with just siege engines alone. Although, the fight does continue, and he still does have a lot of gargoyles, and the investment in Stoneform did really help. But if only one hero goes down, then he's basically screwed. More missiles in the air. Frostworm is primary. Brewmaster. Oh, the Brewmaster is surrounded. Oh, dear. Yeah, that could be problematic. As the Mountain King has managed to surround the Brewmaster, and now the Death Knight's going in. The Death Knight is going to go down. The Death Knight is going to go down. Almost so close. He's got only 12 health on him. TP coming in from the Mountain King, as this base has been unsummoned as well. Good game being called by TeD. As he can't bear to see it anymore, as ToD manages to pull this one up. Siege engines galore. Siege engines, the term of the day. When in doubt, build towers. When in more doubt, build siege engines. As TeD manages to lose his one, and ToD, once again, manages to pick this up. The Frenchman, coming over from all of his previous losses, and managed to take down the undead. As I hope you enjoyed today's 30 Days of Warcraft, Day 14. We're halfway there. As tomorrow, tune in for Day 15 of 30 Days of Warcraft. Good fight. Good night.